Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So moving on now, we're discussing the maf'ulun thanin. What are we discussing? Maf'ulun thanin. And the direct and indirect object. I think we've done a bit of this last year. We're going to, in level 1, a bit comes in. We're doing a bit more detail here now. Sometimes one verb can have more than one object. I don't mean ma'tuf alayhi ma'tuf. I saw Zayd and Bakr. I don't mean like that. I mean, without the particle and, you have two objects. And it's called a ditransitive verb. For example, if I say, I saw you, that's it. The action is taking place on one person. If I say, I saw you and you and you and you and you, that's still one maf'ul. On ma'tuf alayhi ma'tuf become one maf'ul. What we're seeing here in ditransitive is they have specific verbs. And these specific verbs give that ditransitive meaning. A simple example is gave. How do you use the word I gave? Give me an example. I gave you a pen. Jazakallah. So you gave me a pen. So you gave. Who did you give? What did you give? Pen. That's two maf'uls. So when I say two maf'uls, I don't mean I hit Zayd and Amr, or I saw Zayd and Amr. I don't mean it was ma'tuf alayhi ma'tuf. I mean it has two objects directly linked to the verb. Do you understand? You get what I'm trying to say? So easy examples to give. So I gave you a pen. I made you the monitor. I made you the principal. I made you a teacher. Are you following me? I made you a... So that again, it has two objects. And both objects are taking place in a slightly different way. This is what we call a ditransitive verb. And this is what we call two maf'uls. Do you understand? Are you following me? Does that make sense? So for example, I gave you money. So again, I gave you, so you gave me a pen, but I gave you money. So I'm more generous than you. Okay? So I gave you. So use the first object, direct, is the indirect object. What are you giving? It's called the indirect object. It doesn't matter in English because we're not doing English classes. But this is the direct object. Okay? So you have an indirect object and you have a direct object. What do you have? A direct object and you have an indirect object. So these are the two types of objects. Direct and indirect. Okay? So it's called فعل متعد إلى مفعولين. Okay? So in this example, you have the word you. So I gave you, that's an indirect object. And money is a direct object.
So money is maf'ul bihi and you will be maf'ul muta'addi ila maf'ulayn.
Yeah. No, the verb I gave is فعل متعد إلى مفعولين.
What would you become?
That's مفعول أول. مفعول به أول. And مفعول به ثاني, second مفعول به. You can't, it's it's like a theory, but it doesn't really apply in practicalities. You don't even get that verb in real life. Like, you don't get it in literature. In theory, when you're like fiqh, you make all these different scenarios. So in a scenario, you can get a scenario, you get three maf'uls, but that doesn't really occur in real life. And I'm not going to tell you, huh? Okay?
What does that sentence look like in Arabic? How would we...
Yeah, we'll do that shortly. Okay? Now, so you have maf'ulun bihi and maf'ulun bihi thanin. And obviously, apart from the fa'il, everything in the jumla fa'iliyah is what? Mansub. So the maf'ul bihi is also going to be mansub. So far, so good? Everybody with me? Right. So for example, let's take the example, to take. Now you have the word akhadha. Akhadha means I took. This is it. I took it. I took the pen. Physical. Not that take. We're talking about ittakhadha means what? To take metaphor, abstract. I took you as a friend. I took you as a, I don't know, something, as a leader. I took you as an example. So not take him as in you grab somebody, but take abstract. So ittakhadha is to take. So if I say I took you, I held you, I took your pen, that's physical. But I took you as a friend, that's abstract. So the word ittakhadha means to take someone as something. So this is fa'lun. Let's do the proper. This is what? Fa'lun. Lam jalal is the fa'il. So Allah took. Who did Allah take? Ibrahim. No, not holding, but what? Took him as a friend. So maf'ulun awwal, maf'ulun bihi awwalun, and maf'ulun bihi thanin. Does that make sense? And the example you were asking before, what's the previous example you had in the previous sentence? I gave you money. You want to use that example, don't you? Because it becomes a promise. Yeah?
So if Khalila came first,
No, you won't have Khalina first. You wouldn't have it. It wouldn't make sense. Okay. You could don't worry about that. But it wouldn't come first. When you see in Arabic, you understand how it works. That's with familiarity with the language. So let's say أعطيت. So to give.
How would you explain this different to the concept we had before?
Which concept before?
Just like before this.
Maf'ul bihi.
The one we just like before, like, or you two.
Yeah, the same thing. The same thing. They're both direct indirect object. But in Arabic, called maf'ulun bihi and maf'ulun bihi thanin.
But is there an actual grammatical difference? Anything?
There is. If you want to be technical in English, look for object direct and indirect object and object complement. I'm not going to discuss that in class. But if you want to research it, research object complement and direct. And it says two different things slightly, but that's not for class. No,
So you're walking.
that's hal. Okay.
Is one indefinite, one definite?
Usually the second is usually indefinite, but it's not a fixed rule. There is some rulings, but I'll do that at a later stage. The example I gave you money. So what's to give? أعطى يعطي. So أعطيت. I'll make the maf'ul something else. أعطيت زيدا. What does that mean? I gave. What did I give? I gave Zayd. What did I give Zayd? Malan. So I gave مفعل وفاعل زيد مفعول به أول مفعول به ثان. You can also have أعطيت الرجل القلم. I gave the man the pen, not a pen, the pen. So you can also have a ma'rifah and nakira. There are certain rules that you can apply, but I don't want to go through that at this stage. When is ma'rifah and nakira? Are you following me?
If it's Zayd, shouldn't be Alif after Zayd.
Yeah, sorry, it's supposed to be a Zayd, yeah, correct. A'taytu Zaydan. Jay, what's your question? Yeah, same question? Great minds think alike. Or fools seldom differ. You pick. Jay.
I'm going to say.
Okay. Okay? So this is a tarkib. You say what? فعل اتخذ فاعل مفعول به أول مفعول به ثان. See the structure? Yes? And this is the tarkib. What do we do here? This is i'rab. اتخذ فعل ماض مبني على الفتح لفظ جلالة فاعل مرفوع بالضمة إبراهيم مفعول به منصوب بالفتحة خليلا مفعول به ثان منصوب بالفتحة. Everybody with me? Everybody understand what's going on? Okay. Now, this is something you understand now. The maf'ul bihi thanin. The maf'ul bihi thanin can be both a noun and an adjective, depending on what you want to say. If the maf'ulun bihi than, it's like the mubtada khabar. If the khabar is a noun or adjective, it differs, isn't it? So if the maf'ulun bihi thanin is a noun or an adjective, the rules slightly differ. If the maf'ulun bihi is an adjective, it has to match in number and gender. For example, جعل الله الشمس مضيئة. أضاء يضيء باب إفعال. So Allah made the sun what? Shiny. Okay? Let's say for example, like I say, جعل الله موسى وهارون. That's مفعول أول because معطوف عليه معطوف become one مفعول أول, yes? And say here, نبيين. So they match number and gender. Okay? جعل الله. Allah made Maryam what? A saint, Siddiqah. Correct? So they match number and gender. So if the maf'ul bihi than is an adjective, it must match the maf'ul awwal in what? Number and gender. If the maf'ul bihi than is an adjective, it must match the maf'ul bihi awwal in number and gender. Okay? So for example, here in our example, Ash-Shamsa is mu'annas, mufrad. So you have to have what? Mudhi'atan is also going to be what? Mu'annas and mufrad. Okay. If the maf'ul bihi thanin is a noun, then same with mutra khabar, what happens? You're free. It can be ma'rifah, it can be nakira, it can be number, gender, it can be whatever you want. Ja'ala shamsa dhiya'a. So shams is mu'annas, dhiyan is muzakkar. Because for example, I can say, أعطيتك قلمين. I gave you 2 pens. I gave the girl 3 pens. They don't matter number and gender, if they're nouns. The same concept applies to mubtada khabar. Remember with mubtada khabar? If the noun and adjective have to match, don't match. So same thing here, maf'ul awwal, maf'ul thani. If the maf'ul thani is what? What is it? The maf'ul thani? Adjective, it has to match. If it's a noun, then the maf'ul thani and awwal don't have to match. And the maf'ul thani can also be what? It doesn't have to be nakira as well. Same rules, it's a very similar approach to the mubtada khabar, when it's a noun adjective. Are you following? So أعطيتك القلم. So here is ma'rifah. If it was an adjective, it would have to be what? Nakira. You following? So let's recap that inshallah later, okay? Subhanallah bihamdi subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.